Hi, everybody. It's Debbie DuBois again. It is July 25th. It's a Monday evening, 2016, and it's time for another video. Tonight, I'm going to have a Skype call with Keleena Malnar, and we're going to talk a little bit about some insight that she's had on the twin flame phenomenon. And she's had some inner guidance and guidance from the other side on what the reality is of this phenomenon and where it's taking us into the future. So I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I'm sure I'm going to enjoy speaking with her. And let's get started.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Cómo está? How
I don't know.
are
I can
you?
speak light language, but not Spanish.
Oh, I know. I don't really speak Spanish either. So how are
Okay.
you today?
I'm fine. Lots of information coming forward.
Good. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. So tell me a little bit about, we were talking earlier, and you let me know that you woke up with some information. Do you want to try to do some recalling of that? And I think I want to stop right now before we start and just say, preface everything by saying that what I've known of speaking with Keleena is there may be a time where she will start going up and then information's going to start coming through her. We never know what's going to happen. So we'll just let everything kind of play out. And we know that the guides on the other side have information for us. So we'll just trust in that. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say because I don't know anything of what she's going to say either. Okay.
No, and I have told you nothing. All I did was let you know in the morning that I woke up with information coming through, and it's information that I don't think anybody has accessed yet. That I know, but I don't watch videos. I don't read anything, so I don't know what other people say. All I know is what some things you have told me and experience.
Right.
So.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna disconnect here,
Okay.
and I do connect with an elder,
Okay.
and I don't know. There has got to be others out there that connect with the elders as well because there's an elder. Okay, I'm getting information. So there's an elder for like I want to say 12 couples,
Okay.
not 12 people. So 12 couples, and for each 12 couples, there's an elder that guides them.
Okay.
So there's 24 people. Okay.
Is this part of
Do
the
connect with the
100?
elder.
Is this part of the 144,000 actual?
Yes, I'm seeing 144 right now, right in front of me.
So
One
that
four.
is for each of those 12 pairs of twin, and I'm assuming souls, not twin flames, but twin souls. There's an elder.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guides them, and I'm not sure if it's from like an oversoul or what, but
That's what I get. That's what I'm getting right now. Over souls.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm seeing, but and they're in no way, anyway, kind of hierarchy. They are only guides,
Right.
and that same guide will come to each one of those people and guide them if they can access, if they're at that level where they can access information or receive it in their knowing. I see video. I have telepathically. I can hear. I've got all the senses, so I can bring it forth in many ways. Right now, I'm going up.
Okay.
And I'm sorry if my eyes go, but that's just the way it is, and
Part of it.
I can't do anything about it. So the information that came forth this morning, and actually I do have to say that there is one person that I'm very connected with here at this time that did mention part of what I'm going to say. He had said that the twin phenomena is part of a frequency. So that is a word that people can, every word you can divine on your own, but I also use the word vibration. Right. So for me, I tend to steer more towards a vibration. And what I get is this whole process, this whole phenomena is a process of vibrations in love, raising your soul to connection with one's self. It's the whole process of becoming whole. It's that process that we've spoken of many times and written of clearing karma, timelines, knocking down these walls, these paradigms. It's that entire process. But as each thing you do raises your vibration in love in a higher state of consciousness. And where this is taking everyone that has chosen this mission is taking them to this highest level of consciousness where two people that are whole, and they have to be in wholeness. There is no doubt about this, because once you're in wholeness, you're in your truth, and that is very important. You have to be at this state, because this is the highest level of love consciousness, this vibration, where the two can come together. It does not have to be physical, because some are not here, some are on the other side. But this consciousness, you come together in what they term sacred union. I term it oneness, unity. That's the information that I'm getting.
Right.
It is a union.
Right.
And the information and what they're saying is when you come together as two, you become one in unity, and the vibration level is accelerated in this level of vibratory love, they're saying. And this level is at the highest point because of the reasoning that the mission for the souls are here is to keep this vibration. Once you get there, it is your job to maintain it.
Right.
And why we are maintaining it, for those who have chosen this path, is because of the children. There are some children already here, and there are some that are being born now, and there are more that are coming. These children are coming in at these higher levels, these higher vibrations or frequencies, whichever you wish to call it. We have to maintain this, so when they come in, they are raising this, and it's for humanity, it is for Mother Earth, and it's for this big shift and change that is coming. It's all part of this grand shift that's going on.
Got you.
So it's not about finding this person for this love relationship of perfection. It's more about why you came in to do this, and it is about what the two create together. You came in, you mirror each other, meaning that you are so much alike. You came in on the same thing. You mirror each other with your work. I've got stuff coming in right now. I've got more information coming in right now that I didn't hear earlier.
Good. I love it. I love it.
The reality of this entire thing is not what is said. It's not the information that is out there right now. Mm-hmm. There are a few people who know. Mm-hmm. They may not have received this at this point yet. They're so close, they're saying. Mm-hmm. But it is the whole, so the whole twin thing, the magnetic pole and all that is just to bring the two together, because they are there to go through the process and get to this higher state of consciousness. And when you're at that higher state of consciousness, this is when you realize it is all about the heart-connected centeredness. It's about living from the heart center. This is where it all stems. Everything you do, everything you say, everything you choose to say, everything you experience, and everything you teach, everything comes from here. Our heart is, and I've said this before, I've written about it, our heart is our communication center. It is how we were designed. It is the anchor to others. It's how we are meant to communicate with other human beings. We were never meant to communicate from here. We were meant to communicate from here. And for some, this is hard to understand this, but once they go through this process, and not just twins, every single person will go through this.
Right.
Once they go through this process, they will all realize that it comes from here. Everything stems from the heart.
Right.
Not the ego mind.
Right.
So they want to say more and more, but I need to slow down a little bit because I don't want to. If I jump too far, we're going to scare people away, and they're going to be like, "Nah, that's not true." So. Okay, I just
the recording. I was going to say the recording did just stop. I think I'm not sure if it's recording again or if it's going to. So I can always edit it together, but I just want to double check here.
So, any questions?
Well, I guess I do. I have a few questions. When I did some work with you, I went through a process which was, all I can say is, I considered it a sacred ceremony that came upon me when we were up at Lake Erie. And you were doing your own thing, and just out of nowhere, I had my own sacred ceremony that they led me through, and I was like completely floored, but it was very, very real and very vivid for me. And I literally was asked, and by my higher self, I'm assuming, if I was ready to go through the door. And the door really being the metaphor, as I take it, for accepting the level of responsibility that comes along with living consciously. That is a total dedication to standing in your truth.
Yes.
Coming from your highest absolute place at any given moment. Moving to a different state of being to where emotions no longer control what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware of them and I use them as a vehicle, but that is not where my actions come from. I'm trying to think of what else was involved in that. It was a commitment. I feel like it was a commitment. It was a commitment that I was
basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What were you going to say?
It's basically the stepping into your wholeness is what it is. Into your true
exactly
self.
Right.
Your authentic being of who you are. You've left behind.
Right.
You've peeled off all the layers. You've gone. You've cleansed yourself. You've done everything, and now you're you. You're the actual spiritual being
right.
that you are inside this vessel.
Right.
That's what you stepped into.
That's exactly what I feel has happened, and what I realize. I guess my question in all of this is this: what it takes to get to that wholeness that you're talking about, where you are ready to step into union, into sacred union, if you're here as a twin, to do that kind of work. And, interestingly enough, I stepped through that door knowing that I have connections on this side of the door with people in general who are not maybe at that place where they're actually ready to commit to walking the walk completely 100%. And yet I was able to do that. If in fact that includes a twin, if I'm here as a twin soul, does that mean that I can still be in service even though my divine counterpart, whether he's here or on the other side, does it really matter? I guess is my point. Do both people have to be at that level for it to matter? I wouldn't think so, because we're talking about wholeness.
You can still do the work you came here to do, but you cannot go through that final sacred union, that final unity of the two of you,
right,
until both are in wholeness.
Okay.
But if one steps through into wholeness first before the other, there's no reason why you hold back from the work you need to do. You can do the work. That's why you're
Well,
here.
that makes sense.
And one will there's always been one that maybe one. Okay, so they're showing that upon the earth if two are here, one may have been in spirituality before the other one, where the other one was like in the ego, and there's, I don't want to say balance, but there's that difference where one chose to be the more spiritual first, and the other one chose to do this. Almost like that person's like the karmic, the one that has to clear things, and the other one's like at this higher level to assist and help. So that's kind of yeah, because they're saying yes, because the connection on the other side, if someone doesn't come, that's what they do. They're the spiritual one, and the one on the earth is clearing. Does that make sense?
Yes. And you want to know what?
They're showing me.
For you, that's amazing, because there are people who are bringing through that information, and I know that you don't know that from anybody else.
I have no idea.
I know you have no idea, but there are those teachers who talk about the spiritual twin versus the ego twin, or the one that's a little bit higher in terms of holding the vibration for the one that needs to do a lot of the work. That's fascinating.
That's great.
I always love when that happens.
Information for me.
Because I just want everyone to know. I mean, I have been interested in the twin flame phenomenon for a while now. And when I met Keleena, it's like, she's like, oh no, I can't even go there. I get sick. I get sick to my stomach. It's so funny to hear you saying stuff about this. And I'll tell you what, a friend of mine that I was chatting with just last night, he doesn't know how he feels about it either. But what was really interesting is he was talking about a connection that he had with someone who had a life, like an experience of death, and then came back to life. And the person had absolutely no ideas about twins. But when she came back from the other side, if that's what happens, all of a sudden she had some information about twins. So I just find it really fascinating when information comes through for someone that has no clue about what all that information is, from the hype and from the rhetoric and from the videos and from the gurus and all that kind of stuff. So,
right. Cool. And you know, I cannot read anything because I don't want it to interfere with my own knowing and the information I bring through.
Right.
So, and you know that I've been telling you that for a year now. When you send me things, I'm like, I don't read anybody else's stuff.
I know, it's funny because it's like I've gotten to where I can't really read much of other people's stuff, but I can read the energy of it. And I do, like, I'll skim and I'll kind of feel the energy of it. And I know if this is at least on the path to this door, if you want to call it, that I've walked through, and that again is just a symbolism, this connection that I've made to, I would just say, my higher self. I feel connected to that being. That is the path of the twin soul. That is the path. And it is just setting a way, or a light, or I want to say we're showing the way for all of mankind to just have a new sense of wholeness within relationship. I mean, does that sound right to you?
Yeah, it's about unity, and it's about wholeness, stepping to wholeness, stepping into your authentic, true being is what I'm hearing, in wholeness, and the heart-centered awareness that this is the true reality of what we're doing. Right. Everything comes from here, from love. So right. That's the basic, but it's the basic is the most important thing, that the most important reason we are all here. So,
and it's not easy. I just, my heart goes out to the people who have been on this path. I'll just say that right now. It is one of the most challenging paths, because and I do believe it's a path, there are so many paths to what people consider enlightenment. We see them all around us. Some people just, really don't care about love. They'll just sort of, oh, I'm having this partner and they're just in my life while I do this. And it's not like a major thing. There have been certain ones of us that came in, and I don't even know if you're one of them. I don't think you are, but that it was very important the whole life. Search, search, search. You just feel like you're on this mission, this quest, and it's a path that truly, truly is all about self-exploration and mirroring and letting go and mirroring more and letting go more. And like you said, clearing karma and clearing all this so that we can stand in our absolute truth. I just want to interject here. When I was 18 years old, I remember saying, I really want to get to a place where I can stand in my power like a candle that cannot be blown out. So that no matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, I stand and I'm completely okay. And to me, that's the way I described it at 18. And now that I've gotten to this particular place, and I know there's more and more and more and more expansion, by all means, I know this. But now that I've gotten to this little tiny ledge of, oh, I did something. Just getting to that, it just makes me realize, wow, that I set that intention at age 18. I won't say how old I am, but I've got one step closer. So now I just have to figure out the whole union part and where all this is going. But just fascinating stuff. So
Yeah.
Tell me, so in thinking about what you had happen to you that you woke up with this morning, is there anything that you can remember that you have yet talked about? Because I know just now you brought through some information, but did you want to talk about anything from when you woke up this morning that didn't get covered?
Let's see if I can do any recall, but there's only a few people that know that I do, I do light language. And we'll talk about this in another video, but I'm not doing it now. The vibrations are starting and I'm trying to tell you no. Sentirà un po' ansiante. No, Kathleen. Oh, stop. So.
I love your light language. I think you should just do it. Just do it.
Because it's only love and light, and it's blessings or healings that comes through with this, or information that is very pertinent to the very moment of now. That's the other thing about this, is living in the moment of now, not in the future, not in the past. That's a part of a great importance that people need to understand. Because too many are seeking for the future, or they're living in the past. You need to just let it go, drop it, and live for the now. And
easier said than done.
Yes, it is, and it's all about the whole process.
Right.
Yes, and that's the whole emotionality and mentality thing too. That is part of the process as well. And they're trying to speak, and I don't know, mostly because my hands are doing the sign language.
I know.
Oh,
go for it.
Okay. I'm just going to tell people really quick that what light language is for me, the information that they tell me is the ancient language of the soul. It's like also called
to me.
See, they've said Atlantean, Lemurian, just ancient language from from the past, from the ancient times. And some people call it the language of the angels. There's just different things. Star language too. And here we go. I didn't expect to do this in this video.
Okay.
But this is, I know I'm trying not to allow it, but I have to, because for some reason this is very important, and maybe there is someone out there that this will awaken. It'll get in their subconsciousness, and they will have a message in the morning when they wake up. So, or there may be people out there that do understand this. So, here we go. My hands are in a sign language that comes through with the light language. So, if they get in the way. Okay. Pontian anche tandrianto popo baniane aka sititiriane hiki yana sante handa momone ekentirio no mamane ene sitini hanana ikapiana asititiana piano ona katatendrianto kopo baniana sititiriana ono muniana ikatandriana ana rumba katandriente esentatan pukone tatandrianto ko atampatine ana munatintia. E se sentiremo cantanti titirin mamamani kita tante ipumne a cicicine dante linea e cansantaron ana epeketente antiana unu mamamani ana katania ansutato derianna e sentirapon unu mamamani e katiana e sentetana unu ma eketene nasatandrianto monakan e sentiene unu mamana etekata Zepona, e campieni, e sentinio momonane, e ponna. Atakrianna, yamahani, e tipiana, o cotontoronta, e sentapa pariane, e cantontorianta, e cantriente, e sentinio momona. Namaste.
Namaste. I always love when you do that. She has done this several times when I had some pain. Turns out a hairline fracture when a wave absolutely tanked me at the beach. And as it turns out, when I went to the chiropractor, all the nerve damage and all that was fine. I just got an adjustment. I'm still tender, but a lot of help there. The light language is very interesting, and I noticed that every single time you speak it, I do get insights the next day. So I don't know. I one of these days, I hope I understand it. I'm very interested to see if anyone out there that sees this video can understand it. I have another friend that speaks a form of light language that's quite similar, and it's fascinating. So I'm glad that we were blessed with that. And
Yes.
I know you didn't want to do that.
No, I didn't because not too many people know I can do this.
I know,
but I do want people to know that when I stepped into wholeness, when I stepped into my true authentic being a few months ago, like April, I was gifted with this. And I had that confirm. I actually woke up the next day speaking it, and I was like, what is going on with me? Because I took Spanish in high school for 2 years, and I know hola, ¿qué pasa? That's about it.
You know more than that than I don't know how to say hello.
So it floored me. I was like, what am I doing? What's going on? And I connected with one person that I thought might be able to confirm it for me, and he did. And he said, you've cleared yourself, you've gone through everything, you've been through the process, you're your true whole self, and now you receive the gifts.
Right.
So that's one of them.
Well, I wonder if I'm going to get any gifts.
Well, I think you have already, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Everything is flowing so smoothly. Just absolutely enjoying every single day. It's very rich. The challenges that I face, it's not that I don't have emotion, but, a really good friend of mine was talking about it's like a car and you drive the car and you can get out. You don't have to stay in the car. You can say, okay, that was a nice ride, and what was it for, and did it do what I needed it to, and then I can walk away from that. And it also has put me in a really great place of just wholeness with how I feel about others. I just have this great love for everybody. I don't have any feelings of, I don't know, any other feelings except genuine love and honest caring for every single person. They are all a piece of God, every single person. Some stepping into ego in other moments. One moment they're in ego, 1 minute. We've all been in it. So it's really fascinating. And I want to say thank you so much for the role that you've played with me, because it's made a huge amount of difference. And is there anything else that you want to say before we wrap up this call?
No, pwedem triant to pumbekientia na umshila.
Wow, okay. Well, I guess that was goodbye. Nice video.
Itse tata den triant to kompaniane denamtio. Titiriampa umshila.
Ah, inshallah. I'll learn this light language one of these days. All right. Well, thanks so much for spending time and sharing with us what you know. I'm sure we'll be doing more videos together as more insights come for both of us. And I also want to take a moment just now to let you know that I'm going to be doing more videos like this. I've got a whole host of people who I just love and adore that I know I just want to bring to people's awareness. Because we've got a heck of a lot of light workers and way showers that really have something to say. And I really enjoy, interacting with all of you. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And maybe we'll figure out a way where we can do it, where we can have you on and someone else on. We can have more. I'm sure you can do Skype with multiple calls. I just don't know how to do it yet. All right, sweetie. Well, thank you so much for this call.
Thank you.
And we'll just hang up now. And I will talk to you very soon.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. Bye.